Come on out there, party folk. Come on, party folk. Welcome to the weekend. You in the sweet thing, party folk. 12 gauge back on the mail.
Hello my good people and welcome back. If you are new here, my name is Tandra and I've been sharing my family's journey back to a small homestead in North Florida. In that initial clip I included, you can hear my daddy talking on his CB radio. This is one of his favorite things to do, and I included it to show that he is recovering from a recent medical scare. Which leads me to today's blog, which is a little bit different from what I usually do. As I mentioned earlier, and in my previous video, my daddy had a medical emergency and spent a little over 2 weeks in the hospital and is now home and is needing to adjust to a new normal. In this video, you're seeing a full haul that I had recently done, a couple weeks ago actually, and I am preparing meals for him. My daddy's in complete renal failure, or what we know as kidney failure, and he has to eat a low potassium diet because he now has dialysis several days a week now. In this video, I'm preparing about 8 dinners and a few breakfast meals, and I had previously prepared over a week's worth of dinners which were already in the freezer. Now, at the time of this narration that I'm doing right now, I had gone home for about a week and a half and had come back. And my dad had eaten most of the food that I had prepared for him and had about 2 to 3 days left. And so when I asked him what did he like or dislike, he actually said he liked everything, and but especially liked the meatloaf and wanted me to make more of that. So I prepped him about 2 more weeks worth of meals when I was there last week, and made sure I included more meatloaf, as well as I was able to include some, I did a beef rib meals with this last batch of meals that I made. It's not in this video, but I did do it this last week when I was up there. When you think about a low potassium diet, it's very interesting about what he can and cannot have. So the things that we think of that are actually very healthy, very good for you, he cannot have, such as broccoli, collard greens, bananas, oranges. Those are all things he has to avoid. He cannot eat those things, or he has to limit his eating of those things. Not that he can't have them. He just has to limit how much of it, of those food items he can have. So I focus the meals on low potassium, which when I checked with his nephrologist, which is what this visit was this last time, he wanted me to continue that. Now, going forward, I have a son who is a cook, and so he is going to be the one that's going to be preparing the meals for my dad, and I will be bringing them with me when I come. It's not that I can't make meals when I'm there. I'm just trying to get ahead or get as much help as I possibly can with it. And just in case if I do have to make meals, I don't have to spend so much time doing it, doing the meal prep, because it actually takes almost half of a day to get a lot of this done, and that doesn't even really include the shopping. So that's just the actual preparing of the meals. So my son is going to help me to keep my dad fed for on this low potassium diet. So